Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in.
Now Burrow loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They'll run with the Hall of Famer Sayers. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Now it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. Shifts by him. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 32 on the play.
11. Hey, we got to go score. Let's go. Check 13.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They go play action with Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and the Falcons are going to take over. At their own 41. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Burrow on play action. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 11.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Eckler, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll run with Sayers. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And they'll accept that penalty. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. A give. Eckler running to the right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 2nd and 15 now. Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Sayers, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Mevis knocks this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, look at that. What a catch by Moore. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Burrow. High throw, but the catch is made. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. A run. This is Sayers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give. It's Sayers between the tackles. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the give, this is Sayers. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Rodgers going to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They run with Sayers. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and pound it in with Sayers. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
11, Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
11. We want it. Come to my world. 57. Mike, 57. Come on.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Moore, the man in motion. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. It's Eckler again. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Rodgers now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Rodgers to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 71 yards. And the Saints use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That's caught, and it's Eckler again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Gun. Shot. At 80. 11. Check. Hey, look 3.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Burrow. And this is caught. He hits more. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point put through by Boswell. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Rodgers. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And it's Clayton Dix with a pick. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
1-2, ready?
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game.